Hi, it's Brett and Kelly Slater, and it's time to make another recipe for StayHomeandEat.com. Kelly did the beet salad in an earlier video, and I did my number 12 pizza in our very first video, so we decided that we'd do one together. And this is a great one, great dinner. It's only got a few ingredients, it's very easy to prepare, and it doesn't take very long either. It is a sesame-encrusted pan-seared tuna steak over spinach and lentils.
Let's start with a bowl of fresh baby spinach. This is a spinach salad, so the spinach is raw. We're going to need a dressing, and we start with the juice of half of one lemon. And then we're going to add some olive oil. Now, it's usually about 1/4 cup. So I'm going to do it by tablespoonful. Let's start with that. And then we'll take the whisk, and we'll just whisk that together. One of the important things I learned from my cooking classes with Chef Brian Ross was tasting as you go. It's very important to taste what you're doing so that you can see what the seasonings are. So let's taste this, give it a little taste to make sure we've got the right amounts of everything. Very good. Okay, so our dressing is ready. Whisk that a little more and just toss it right over it. Tongs, and I'll toss that up a little bit. It's a very fresh salad. It's not a lot of dressing. There's not a lot of... The spinach has a very strong flavor, so you really don't need much else to go with it. So there, we've got the spinach dressed, and we're going to set that aside and let it rest. The next thing we need to do is we need to get the pan hot. It's very important when you cook tuna like this that the pan is very, very hot. So I'm going to turn the pan on. Now, the majority of my cookware is non-stick. So I have a non-stick fry pan here, and we're putting it on the stove, and I've put the heat on medium-high. We need to get the pan as hot as we can, and notice that I have no oil, I have no butter, there's nothing in the pan. We want the pan to be very, very hot on its own. Now, while this is getting hot, let's get the tuna ready for the pan.
All right, it's time to prepare the tuna now. This is just about a pound of tuna steaks, a little over a pound actually, and we got it from our local fish market, McLaughlin Seafood, on Main Street in Bangor, a little free plug there. And we're basically at $9.99 a pound. You can see where the value is in that. For a pound of tuna, that's going to be plenty for both of us for tonight, and plenty for leftovers as well. What we're going to do is we're going to brush this lightly with olive oil and then encrust it in sesame seeds. So we'll take a little olive oil on our little barbecue brush here. Just brush lightly with olive oil, and we'll dredge them through our sesame seeds. We ran a little short on sesame seeds, but that's okay. That'll be plenty enough to give it flavor. All right, let's take them over to the pan. And that pan is nice and hot now. We're gonna sear these tuna steaks for 60 to 90 seconds. You can cook them to taste. We like ours a little bit on the rare side. And really, that's all you need to cook them is 90 seconds on each side. So we'll put these in the pan. Oh yeah, I recognize that sound, and we'll get those going. All right, it's just about 90 seconds. Time to flip these things. Over they go. Now these are gonna be pink inside. So if you like your tuna a little bit more well done, let it go a little bit longer, maybe 2 minutes, 2.5. I wouldn't go very much longer than that though. About another minute or so and those will be ready to go.
So I'm gonna take these out of the pan, set them on my cutting board, let that sit for a few seconds and rest. Now here's the spinach that we prepared earlier. Remember, each of these ingredients is very rich and very hearty, so you don't need a lot to be full. Now we take some lentils, which I prepared beforehand, cook them, boil them for about 20 minutes in some water, and they're a little al dente, so just sprinkle a few lentils across the top. Like Brett said, we like it rare. Some people like it a little more well done, but it's up to your personal taste. I think tuna is a dish or a fish that is very, very good tasting, rare. And just arrange the tuna on the top as that. Cut that in half. Again, this was a pound of tuna, and there's going to be more than enough on this salad for us to eat and be full. And there's plenty here for our son when he comes home from work tonight. You ready to eat, Brett?
Yeah.
Let's eat.
Ready to eat.
Now that was easy.
Absolutely. Well, it was easy for me. You did most of it.
Yeah, I usually do.
I put the tuna in the pan. But there you have it. Tuna, sesame-encrusted tuna steaks over spinach and lentils with olive oil and lemon juice dressing. I take it it's pretty good. As usual, we'll put the detailed recipe up on the blog, StayHomeandEat.com. Until then, I hope you get a chance to try this for yourself. If you do, make sure you comment or shoot us a note and let us know, because we'd love to know how you made out with it. Until then, just remember, if you want to stay home and eat, make it better, make it cheaper.
Make it at home. That's right.
I mean...